Hey guys, the section of violence here. We have another one for you. PFL, no more Bellator. Pretty sad. Was really looking forward to another Bellator card, but it is no longer Bellator. It is PFL. Let's get right into it. We have something. I think it's Muhammad. Yeah, Mustafa Abada Rashad Nada versus the great Hyder Khan. So, Hyder Khan is honestly he's nothing special. He's 8-1, which is a pretty good record, but you got to really dissect who he's fought. He's got TKO'd by Mick Stanton. Not a good look. This was in 2022. He's coming off a few wins against Robbie Kennedy, Luis Carlos Alves, Arthur Jacob. He's coming off a few wins, so a little bit of momentum. But honestly, this guy is not very good. And you're facing someone with the KO power of Netta. This could be very problematic. I think Netta is he isn't very good, but he's dangerous. And honestly, I think that's enough to win this fight. I'm going to go Netta here by TKO. Could he lose? Close decision, yes. Could he get outstruck somehow? Maybe. But I don't know. This is a weird fight. I really just think Netta's a better fighter. Riding similar amount of momentum, but I think Netta is going to come in here and find the KO. Moving on. I don't really like this fight a lot from a betting perspective. We have John Mitchell versus Sahul Tyree. We have John Mitchell here, who clearly the A side. They're in Dubai, so the judging won't be too biased. John Mitchell, he got finished by Jacob Kazuba. No shame in that. He's shown pretty good grappling. But yeah, man, I don't really think his wins warrant negative, I think 700 or something crazy. John Mitchell he's a good grappler, but he doesn't really deserve negative 700. Whereas Sahuli Tahiri, he's got an ugly record, but who's he losing to? Like, other than Yahya, like, we lost to Muhammad Sefi, Carvalho. He has some, okay losses. Not the greatest losses, but not the worst. Tyree has dangerous KO power. He can definitely find the chin. If it's taken down, obviously it's not good. He's probably going to get his back taken or submitted. But I'm gonna go John Mitchell. But I think the odds are crazy wide. I think Tyree does have a chance. And yeah, be very careful with this fight, betting on it. I wouldn't want to bet on the favorite, and betting on the dog is also a little sketchy at these odds because, Mitchell, it should win, but Tyree has got like a decent percent chance, like 20-25% chance of winning, I'd say. And that's I'd say that's me being generous. I'd say 25-30, yeah. But yeah, moving on. We have Heidi Omar Al-Husani versus Raul Penales. Penales is an okay fighter. Pretty basic. Nothing special about him. He's Filipino, so that they're not really too advanced in their MMA game. They've got basic striking, so he's got KO power, I guess. He's got okay experience. He got KO'd by Masara Muhammad, an Egyptian striker. who just fought recently, last week, I believe. Caruso Hotel lost to him is not a good look. Heidi Omar Al Husane, he's a little different. I think he wins just off of the experience going, you got submitted by Mokhtar, but Mokhtar is not bad. Yeah, I lean the one from Dubai. I feel like he'll have the home crowd advantage, and I just feel like he'll win a decision. But yeah, this is definitely not a fight you want to bet at if he is chalk. I can't remember the odds for this fight. Try to skim through these prelims because honestly I don't care about them. This fight is a decent one. We have Murafasal Akhtamov versus Mike Thompson. Mike Thompson, he's got KO power. He beats cans. He's a can crusher. But we have another can crusher in here who's Murafasal, who is an absolute savage. He hasn't really beat anybody, but he's looked good against the bums he's faced. I'm going to go with Akhtamov, but yeah, he could get fraud checked, but I'm going to go with Akhtamov winning in his home. I just feel like this is where he's comfortable. Yeah, I'm going to go with Murfazal Akhtamov. And I'm going to feel like he's going to get a KO. I feel like both guys are coming to bang, so I'm going to go with the Dubai native. Moving on, we have Yakub Suleimanov versus Jawali Al-Sawali. Al-Sawali is getting up there in age. If we look at his age here, he is not getting up in their age. He is 32 years old. He's fighting like he's in his 40s. His chin is definitely gone, or not the greatest. He has some good striking, I guess. Decent grappling. He got TKO'd by El Dafwari and Renfro, so there's an off button. But I feel like he'll be the cleaner striker of the two. I'm gonna go with Suleimanov just off of hardware, and I feel like he'll be better everywhere. But he's definitely not an amazing fighter. He's pretty decent, but he's not great. I feel like he wins this fight, but it could be a sweaty one, so I wouldn't touch it personally. Moving on, we have Tarek Sulmanov versus Ahmed Sami. Tarek he's an experienced guy. Grappling game. He finished Laid Zerhoni, KB Bueller. Was an illegal knee, I guess. Lost to Will Fleury, no shame in that. Juliano Ferreira. Not a great loss. He has some rough losses, but I don't know. The guy's coming off a win, so he's riding some momentum. But he's facing someone in Ahmed Sami who is also riding some momentum. No, he is not. He's also mid from the Middle East. I just feel like Sami, I slightly lead Sami. He doesn't have the greatest losses in Fazley as well. But, he just fought Yursrid Belagri last year on this time, so it's not a bad loss. And he beat Omar Dafari and Yursrid Belagri in the past, so he has some good wins in the past. He's 30 years old, so he's not too old. I'm gonna go Sami here. It's a close fight, but I'm gonna lead Sami. It's two guys from the Middle East. Both pretty experienced, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Moving on, we have Clever Fernandez versus Renat Kavalov. So the odds are pretty crazy, -2,000. Kavalov should win, but the odds are freaking wild. Dagestan, Russia, he's a finisher, ground and pound. He's dangerous. Sharapudin Magomedov. I thought that was Sharabullet. No. But he has some decent wins. He hasn't fought since almost 2 years ago. Clever Fernandez, on the other hand, is unproven as well, 9-1. Nova and yeah, great gym. So it's not a gym you want to sleep on. He coming off a submission win last 2 years ago in Centurion, a pretty reputable Brazilian league. Denilson Lima, I think I recognize that name. Let me see. Has he competed? Yeah, I don't remember him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kavalov, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Fernandez pull an upset. So for that reason, I'm just gonna pass betting on this, but I'm gonna go with Kavalov here. Moving on, we have Ibrahimov versus Kenny Mokono. Kenny's he's a hybrid, but his grappling can't be trusted, and we saw that in his fight against O'Connor. He showed that he can survive, and he's dangerous off his back. He's got dangerous submissions. So Ibrahimov has to watch out for that. I feel like if we get Kenny at chalk, we might have to take a shot, just because Ibrahimov has shown not really. He hasn't fought anyone. O'Connor, at least he fought. Ibrahimov, on the other hand, he beat Campos the way he was supposed to, or he beat Campos. Reed, he submitted. Like, he does have decent submissions, but I worry if you can't get him to the ground, it could be a pretty close, sweaty fight. So I'm gonna go with Ibrahimov, but I'm not touching this fight. Just no interest in betting it. I'm gonna start skipping on a lot of fights. Yeah, like my ego says to take a shot on Kenny here, but I'm not going to. Moving on, we have Nathan Levy versus Nathan Kelly versus Akhmed Magomedov. Akhmed Magomedov was shown to be pretty normal. Just another Russian fighter. He's got some submissions, I guess, but nothing too crazy. He couldn't really do much to Henry Corrales. I think Nathan Kelly's a pretty decent hybrid. Good, decent striking. Good grappling. I think he has a good win in Damian Nelson, which is aging really well. Good striker, good hybrid. I just think this guy's legit. He's experienced. IMAF fighter. Beat Syrian Clark in amateur league. Like, he has some good wins, and I'm gonna go with him. Not him, but let's see what I got. Who I got here. Yeah, I'm gonna take Kelly here, pulling the upset. Honestly, though, it's a close fight. Like, he's riding momentum. And when was the last time he fought? Almost 2 years ago. So, yeah, give me Nathan Kelly here, and yeah, I gotta go with Ireland here. Moving on, we have Vadim Nemkov versus Tim Johnson. Tim Johnson he's a stud, man. He's a vet. He's someone you can bet on against cans, but he is the can in this situation, and Nemkov is gonna make him look terrible. Mismatch. Obviously, Tim has a puncher's chance, but Nemkov's gonna smoke him. Just too good everywhere, and Tim's gonna get smoked. He's experienced, KO power, but that's about it. Nemkov is the total package in his prime and very, very dangerous. Nemkov is gonna win this fight. He's negative 1,000, makes sense. Yeah, moving on. We have Paul Hughes versus Usman Nurmagomedov. Usman Nurmagomedov is honestly not as good as his record shows. We saw that with Umar Nurmagomedov. My apologies again for those of you that bet him because of me. I thought Umar was actually good because he was a product of Abdulmanap. Usman is not a product he is not a product of Abdulmanap. Try to say that 10 times fast. And I just think Usman is a lesser version of Umar. I know I'm not saying Hughes is like Marab, but Hughes is a gamer. He's got pretty good cardio. He showed his cardio wasn't amazing his last fight against McKee, but that's because he went for the finish so early. I don't think he's gonna do that this fight. I think he's gonna pace himself. This guy is very, very dangerous. He's motivated. Usman, don't get me wrong, looking at it on paper, he should win this fight. Look at his wins. He's got wins over Alexander Shabley, a very, very decorated striker, experienced fighter himself. He has a win over Primus, which is a no contest because of the steroids. They are very dangerous fighters. He's a good hybrid, good kicker. But I just think Hughes' game, and he's gonna make it an ugly fight. And I feel like he's good. And if he doesn't get finished, he's gonna potentially finish Usman, fully upset. I'm gonna go with Paul Hughes here. It's a controversial pick. Obviously, Usman should probably win the fight, but I think Paul Hughes is a dog, and I like to bet on dogs at good money. So plus 385 is a bit ridiculous. I would line him at negative 300 or negative 200 if I was being biased, because honestly, I don't see it with Usman. He's shown me glimpses of brilliance, and then he's shown me a lot of not great. He's good, man. Like, he's very, very well rounded. He's just, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Hughes here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Usman make this look easy as well. So, but if this gets extended, I don't know. They both have even cardio, and I'd say Hughes pushes through a little better. Maybe, I don't know. They're both good. I just feel like this fight should be closer. We'll see how the fight plays out. But yeah, guys, let me give you guys my top 5 most confident picks. Number 1, we have Akhmetov. One sec. I think we have Akhmetov. Yeah, Akhtemov, Kavalov, and then we have Nemkov, and then we have Netta, Sulmanov, and then the 5th most confident is Ibragimov. Alrighty, guys. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. I'll catch you next time. There'll be a BKFC one this week as well. I might do BFL and Unified combined. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. BFL and Unified combined. Maybe even Karate Combat. Yeah, we got a good week ahead. Let's cash some tickets, guys. I'm sorry about last week. UFC cooked a lot of us. But let's get it back this week. Alrighty, guys. I'll see ya. Have a good night.